Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we start, hit like, share, and subscribe. Let's get into this. Guys, this disease is contagious. I swear to God, it's contagious. You know, if COVID doesn't take out Biden, for sure as hell, a teleprompter will. And in this case, the VP is doing the same thing. This is absolutely hilarious. Hilarious. So let's read this from Daily Mail. This is absolutely... I am Kamala Harris. My pronouns are she and her, and I am a woman sitting at the table wearing a blue suit. So now they think everyone's blind. VP introduced herself at a roundtable on impact of Roe v. Wade being overturned. This is absolutely... Let's play this. Because
versus Honda Passport.
I want to hear it. I definitely want to hear it.
Good afternoon. I want to welcome these leaders for coming in to have this very important discussion.
Look at her face.
About some of the most pressing issues of our time.
She had to read the script.
I am Kamala Harris. My pronouns are she and her. I am a woman sitting at the table wearing a blue suit.
And a mask. And a mask. Can we virtue signal anymore? You moron. This is our VP. Wow. You know, as much as I don't like Mike Pence, he was a lot more classy. That's just honest truth. I didn't really like Mike Pence. He was all right, but at least he was very classy. I don't know what else to do with these people. I mean, if it's not the cognitive decline of the of JB, I don't know what else it is. I mean, I'm not gonna read the article because I'm not gonna waste time on this stupid thing, because all they do is virtue signal all day, day, night, day, doesn't matter. In their sleep, they dream about virtue signaling. But I like to say this. Last weekend I went to Virginia Beach, and a lot of people, when I said I'm going to Virginia Beach, a lot of people was like, "Dude, why?" I just wanted to go because I've never been. So me and a couple of my buddies, we drove to Virginia Beach. We decided to go to the boardwalk like around 11 o'clock at night. Boy, oh boy, was that a scene to watch. Where I was actively texting my wife saying, I think I'm in a live episode of People of Walmart. I mean, the clothes were just ridiculous. Hey, whatever, dude. Like, it was bad. But what caught my attention was this. About 80 to 90% of the kids walking down the boardwalk to the clubs, to whatever, they were black. And the first thing that came to my head, was these will be the first people on the street saying that we are oppressed. Yet, they all had their cell phones. They all had their designer shoes or clothes or whatever the hell they were wearing. Nails done, hair done, walking freely. Nobody bothered them. Nobody stopped them. Nobody told them what to do. They were walking freely as everybody else on that strip. Nice car. We saw a bunch of nice cars. We saw motorcycles. We saw fixed up cars. And I'm telling you, I was the minority. My two friends were the minorities in that entire scene. Nobody bothered us. We didn't bother anybody. We were just observing. We were walking back and forth. It was hot as hell, but the kids were out. But that was the first thing that came to my head. But that these people continuously say, we are oppressed, we are oppressed. Well, I didn't see any oppression. I saw a bunch of kids, different age groups, walking up and down the street, having a good time. Now, to me, I would have made some different choices of clothing, and, there was some twerking going on in the middle of the street. But hey, that's what they do. Whatever. As long as they're not hurting anybody, I honestly don't care. But nobody talks about that at all. Nobody talks about the scenes. Nobody talks about, these kids and these people are out and about in the street. They're drinking, they're having fun, and oh my God, it smelled like weed all over the place. Everybody was smoking weed. I think everybody was high. That's how much it smelled of weed. So this whole oppression thing was just floating in my head. Then the next morning we went back to the boardwalk, we went back to the beach, completely different scene. It was like a different town. Again, nobody bothered us. We didn't bother anybody. We did our thing. We had fun, and we came back home. But this is the problem, guys. This is when I say communities. This is when I say, how people react to certain different cultures and all that stuff. I still have a little mindset as a child of where I grew up and where I am now, because I do a lot of comparison of how I grew up and how I got to here. And when I grew up, we didn't have all the luxuries that these kids have. I came from a country that was under sanction, which it still is. But we didn't grow up with cell phones. We didn't grow up with flat screen TVs. We didn't grow up in like nice cars or designer clothes. None of that stuff. We grew up average. We had clothes. We had clothes on our back. We had just shoes, and we go play outside. That's it. That was our lives. We got a Atari one time. That was like the biggest thing at the time. Atari was the biggest thing, and that's the only thing we had. And my dad had to, basically try to find somebody to bring it from Dubai, because it never existed in Iran. So my dad, he had some friends that would actually travel and bring it home. But we never had this luxury. We never had that. When I came here, it was the same thing. We had to work to get ahead. We had to work to find our way in life. And whatever we bought for ourselves. Like, we would not try to ask our parents for money because, times were tough. So if I remember this vividly, like I would beg my dad to buy me a pager. He would say no. Then, you know what? I'm like, all right, I'll go find a way to make money. I'll buy my own pager. And that's exactly what I did. I started working, make my own money, and bought myself a pager. Then I got a cell phone. I would pay for my bills. Then I got credit cards, X, Y, and Z. Then I bought a house. Then I bought a car. So, but I had the drive to do it. And the way I see these kids that were, walking down the streets, I used to do this. I used to do something similar, but not as bad. You know what I mean? So this has become a norm. But let's deviate back to virtue signaling, because what Kamala did was continuous virtue signaling with this stupid mask, with her reading a script to describe herself. My pronouns are she and her. I'm a woman. So, somebody needs to ask her, what is a woman? Just saying. So, anyways, this administration is the administration of virtue signaling. That's all they do. That's all they know. And get ready, guys. Monkeypox is coming. So, another round of pandemic just right around the corner where the midterm election is going to be. So, you guys know what that means. Holy mother. And if you guys know what's coming, this is exactly what's coming. So, with that, I'm going to end it. Leave your comments down below, guys. Peace out.